My name is Jeongeun Kim. I went to Panorama City on March 13th and I interviewed with George Wagner and Mary Jo Show.
George Wagner, Wagner.
Yeah.
Oh, we listened to radio all the time. When I would get home from school, we'd listen to Jack Armstrong, things like that, Jack Benny, Abbott and Costello, Green Hornet, Inner Sanctum, all of those programs. They were all on radio. Some of them were scary. I'd go to bed and have nightmares.
What kind of programs did you listen to? Just music, not radio program?
Mostly drama and the news, of course. The war was on then, World War II.
Oh,
So
yeah.
there was a lot of news about World War II and a lot of programming on World War II. So we listened to the war news all the time.
Then, do you remember anything about the early radio commercials?
You ever heard of, breakfast food?
Breakfast food?
Cream of wheat? Goes like this. Cream of wheat is so good to eat, yes, we eat it every day. Cream of wheat is so good to eat, it makes us shout, hooray! It's good for growing babies and grown-ups too to eat. Anyway, cream of wheat, that's one. There were a lot like that, but most were just fun. Captain Midnight, Hopalong Cassidy, all good programs back in those days. They still play them today.
Oh, really?
On old-time radio, on satellite radio. Well, on satellite radio, they have all these old-time programs.
What was your first movie going experiences like, and how are they different from today?
First movies? Bambi. And Bambi was wonderful.
Yeah.
Bambi, Cinderella,
Oh, yeah.
those are just wonderful. I love movies, and I watch them on television on the movie channels. Are you familiar with TCM and AMC?
Oh, yeah, AMC.
And TCM, Turner Classic Movies?
No.
Well, you have to pay for those. Those are premium channels. And they have some great old movies on there. People you probably wouldn't know, like Walter Pidgeon and Katharine Hepburn and Greer Garson. I like John Wayne.
John Wayne?
Oh, if you don't know who John Wayne is,
I don't know.
that's very bad.
Heard about his name.
He's more famous than Obama. 1940 movies, 1950 movies, I like very much. But John Wayne, I've got a whole collection of John Wayne movies. He made 170 movies, something like that.
Then why you like his movies?
The good guy gets the girl, and the bad guy gets what's coming to him. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
They're happy.
Yeah.
If a movie doesn't end happily, I'm not going to watch it. You know, we weren't allowed to go to movies when I was a child. But when I left home and went into the Air Force, then I watched all the movies I wanted to. But my parents felt that movies were probably bad for us. And some television. We weren't allowed to watch television. We didn't have a television set for years. Later on, the folks got one. They didn't want us to see any movies. But it was a cultural thing. You know, they were Baptists.
Oh.
And back in those days, movies were bad for you.
What films were the most influential for you?
Probably the John Wayne movie.
Yeah. Can you tell me who was your favorite recording star?
We like Shirley Temple, the little girl.
Temper?
Shirley Temple. She was a little girl. She danced and sang.
Do you remember what kind of record player did you have? And where was it in your house?
Actually, we had the big 78s. They were breakable. They were glass. 78 RPM. And then they moved into 34 well, let's see, 33s. They were like plastic, they didn't break. 33, and then the 45s. But my aunt had a record maker, and it had a needle that would cut.
Oh, yeah.
And so she would record us,
Mm.
and that was fun.
Do you remember how much did it cost back then?
No. And we didn't, as kids, we never had any money.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have, I mean, we didn't, if I babysat to make money, my mother wouldn't let me take it. She said, oh no, those are our friends, so we can't take their money. Oh, okay. And I think I was an adult before I ever earned some money I could
Yeah.
keep, you know, so we got birthday money and things like that from our family. But I don't remember buying records or anything. TV, oh my goodness, that's the biggest memory. We didn't have air conditioning, and we were in Texas. It was very hot and humid. So people would leave their windows and even their front doors open to get air. And you could drive down the street, oh, they have a television. Oh, they have a television. Because you could see the television, big old monster thing. You know? And in the department stores, they would sell televisions, and we didn't have one till I was, I guess, in high school. But they weren't color. But you could buy a plastic thing that went on the screen, and it would stick because of the static, and it was red, or it was blue, light blue, and that was your color TV. And people were buying that to put it on their television, on the screen. Oh, they have a color TV. Oh, when I think about it, it's ridiculous.
George Wagner said he used to listen to music and radio all the time. He usually listened to music as well as drama and news about World War II. He thinks when TV came out first, it was really amazing, but it took away talk between family members. Also, he really likes to watch movies, especially John Wayne's. He's a really big fan. He said when he was young, his parents didn't allow him to watch movies. It's because of his family's culture and his parents' baptism. And Mary Jo Show doesn't remember about sound recording, but about TV, she remembers funny experiences that every family member wanted to watch TV, but someone should have done dishes and laundry, so they put the mirror to reflect TV, and they all could watch TV at the same time. And her favorite movie is Sound of Music, and when she was young, she only could watch A-rated movies, not B and C-rated ones.